at that big old. So here we are. Started the overhead truck camper project. Let me show you around the outside of everything we're kind of dealing with that we need to repair. So there's all this damage. It's like this is like totally rotted and corroded. Only in a small section. These are pretty much pointless, useless, broken. This is a hole that is for your 120 volt plug, and I noticed when I was in there that there's a surprise in there that I'll have to show you guys. This is for the water. That's broken too. The handle is, but I mean that it still works technically. The siding up here on the side, and this is on both sides, is held together by staples because I was a teenage idiot. And the cows did this. They completely shredded off the front of it, so I'm gonna have to redo all of this front paneling. Smashed this in, and this has got moss growing in it. Kind of crazy. This is all cattywampus, and there's holes right here where it can leak just about anywhere, so I'm gonna have to seal everything up. Window, looks like the ceiling's completely shot in it. I can pretty much push on it and you can see that there is a gap going in through there. There is this damage as well. That's pretty bad. Pretty sure I remember putting this nail in at some point just to try to keep this from peeling back all the way, and now it's not even doing nothing. But yeah, so there's that damage, and the staples on this side, and then there's the jack is broken off. I mean, I could probably redo the wood and even use this base, just unscrew it and stuff, but put in a new piece of wood there, pull out these heavy duty staples. I have an air gun and everything now, so I can completely rebuild everything how it's supposed to be. So let's take a look at the inside. So here's the one of the main things that I was noticing. There's a full on bird's nest in here. They were just using this as their home, apparently. Wow, that's crazy. I can actually see light right there. It's kind of hard to see, but right up here you can see light coming through the wall. So I gotta seal that up. This thing's all warped to hell. Oh, that's nasty. I might completely remove the ice box and just keep it cooler, like a spot to put a cooler, because I never really go, well, I don't know, I was gonna say long enough to need anything more than that, but I guess that's all that is a built-in cooler. So not sure of the integrity of the loft up here, so I'm gonna have to check that out. Gonna have to get rid of those beds. Gonna have to start ripping stuff out. I'm tracking in cow shit, of course. All par for the course, you know what I mean? So anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get started just with some of the easy stuff first. Like, I'm probably gonna peel off all this stuff and kind of just start going at it. You know what I mean? Just gonna clear a spot off so I can set my phone down. Man, it's dirty. She's dirty, bud. Alright, let's see what kind of damage this did to the original table. So I remember at one point these started to lift, and in my ultimate wisdom, I decided to put Gorilla Glue under them, and that's where you can see it leaking out of the crevices, because I thought, you know, lifting was worse than Gorilla Glue seeping out of the seams everywhere. Yeah, I wasn't really the sharpest marble in the set. You know what I mean? Just gonna kind of start stockpiling all the trash in the sink. I'll just throw it in a trash bag or back of the pickup or something. Do a dump run. Oh man, that is... It's kind of still sticky. It's kind of weird after all this time. It's like it's the original stick from the the tile that's still sticky. Not the Gorilla Glue, if that makes sense. Am I peeling up the whole... I might have been almost pulling up the whole top layer of this orange. Man, that's wild. Look at that. That's like 70s tastic. Look at that. The design in it. Bright orange. Crazy. Crazy. Ooh. Kind of, oof, that's nasty. That is some nasty stuff. It is ultra sticky. Well, I'm going to get the small chunks off. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's stuck pretty good. Dadgum. I think I used extra on that piece. I'm not in like a big hurry to do this job either, so I'm just gonna kind of work on it on my free time, unless people really like seeing this kind of stuff and they want to get update videos like constantly, because then I would have to work on it constantly. So you guys just let me know. Let me know. Otherwise, I'll just kind of slowly work on it here and there. I bet you if I would have brought my heat gun out here, I probably could have got these up in one piece. But this is more fun. Know what I mean? Probably I'm gonna have to get a paint scraper at some point while we get the rest up, like get it out of my shop. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do by hand for this. Most of this is pretty stuck on there. There's not really any place to grip it. Hey, Callie. Cat's coming to check it out. Just don't get stuck in here, Callie. I hear there's a giant hornet's nest in here. Yeah. Well, I guess we can start peeling up what's on the ground. There we go. Now look at that. That's versatile. Versatility. Alright. Oh yeah, that is sopping wet. That is nasty. That is, whew. Full panel came off. Just throw that in the back of the pickup. Look at that. The whole linoleum floor is coming up, because it's gotten so much water damage. That's alright, I was going to replace it anyways. Look at that floor. You know, when I actually remodeled this thing the first time, it actually, when it was done, looked pretty slick. But it was when, you know, you do the fast, quick, easy way to do the job, because there's the quick way and then there's the right way, right? And I did the quick way. It looked great. And it lasted a few years. But, you know, you want things to last, you gotta do it the right way. Unfortunately, you don't learn that stuff while you're young. People try to teach it to you. Parents, teachers, co-workers. People try to teach you. Unfortunately, it's one of them hard lessons from the school of hard knocks. You just gotta learn to do it yourself. Yep. Holy smokes, I have not seen that floor in so long. That is just wild. I cannot believe that. Well, I'm going to finish ripping out the rest of this floor. And we'll see you back for the next part of the project. So what I've found is essentially I'm just ripping out the whole floor. Check this out. We're down to the wood. And I feel like that's probably the best course of action, because look, there's mold right there. And I need to clean all that stuff out. So I'm kind of just removing what's left of this floor. Trying to tear it out. Tear it out, throw it away. Start anew. Right? That's pretty gnarly. What's this? Fiberglass tape almost. Geez, even the, so there's a thermometer for the furnace that's sitting on the ground outside the thermometer right there, or outside the furnace, on the ground. And it's totally covered in oxidation. What happened to my good portion that was coming up easy? So rotted. Like a tooth. Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys. The door jamb also completely came off, which is fine because it didn't get damaged, so I can totally reuse that. It's for your feet to slip up the door, so that way you don't stub your toe on the edge. It's kind of nice. Even still kept the screws. some more finessing to get the rust out. It's getting a little sticky at the end over here where it wasn't as wet. A project of this magnitude is like a big cake. Too big to eat all at once. You know what I'm saying? You just got to find something to do. Chip away at it one bite at a time. Pretty soon you've eaten that whole cake, you fat bastard. Yummy. Camper juice. And if you see me hopping around from project to project in here, it's a product of ADHD, so don't mind me. Man, gum, did I bolt that down to that? I did some things better than I thought I did. For some reason, I thought I just cut the tiles and put them around that. I didn't think I actually went through the effort of bolting it down. It's kind of crazy. I might have to go get my drill, my driver, and take it out. Oh, that's funny. Huh. Well, this table is actually a Coleman table. I don't think this camper had anything to do with Coleman. Huh. Wonder if it's aftermarket. I don't know. It's kind of wild. Alright, so I need to go get my drill for that. Let's see, what else can I rip out right now? How about, let's move these cushions. Just put them up here with the bed for now. Oh yeah. She's dirty, bud. Look at that. It's all rotted away. Nasty old paper towel. See, this is what you gotta see here, bud. Look at that right there. All the water damage, the mold, the rot. That's all the stuff we gotta take care of. More importantly, look at this bowing. I wonder how I'm gonna have to deal with that. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to dig deeper into this. I might have to completely take this off and then replace any beams and stuff that would have been holding up the loft. Because I don't want to be up there and have it like fall down onto the top of my truck. That'd suck. Actually, does that thing even work anymore? Ooh, barely. I'm gonna open some windows in here. Because not only does it smell like mold, it stinks. Oh my gosh. The plastic cover just completely fell off. when I was screwing it up. Oh, I want to get some of the smell out of here too. You know what I'm saying? Open some windows, let some fresh air in. Alright, let's see here. Those are beautiful cushions my wife made. So this is the board for the bed. You know, for when you take the table down. It scoots across. So I'm gonna keep that. Yeah, there's nothing even under these storage deals anymore. Thankfully this board doesn't seem damaged or wet or anything. So that's good. Let's take this off. See, there's some water damage on there. But some of this water damage under here, not all of it, some of it was from the previous rebuild. Because it had water damage in the previous rebuild too. I actually had to rebuild the entire ceiling. Bring in wood and stuff like that. And that is stuck in there. That is not usually that stuck in there. Oh, there we go. And then I whacked my head. Well, B. I definitely bolted that thing through the black tiles. Kind of crazy. Alright, let's see. This is peeling up. So this is a foothold, right? Or I mean a step. So not only get onto the loft, but it also is a little storage compartment right under here. You can kind of see it opened up right there. But check this out. It's like soaked and completely destroyed. Water will just destroy everything. But not as fast as bad maintenance. Because this could have all been prevented. So alright, we'll do it right this time around, right? Hard lessons. This all has to be redone. All has to be ripped off. Completely redone. Scrape the rest of that off later. I cannot believe how wet this is. Looks like that's the styrofoam to my inverter that used to be in here. This is only a little warped. You know, I might be able to set it flat and put some weight on it, and when it dries, it'll dry straight. As long as it's not moldy. Nasty. That's just nasty. Those staples actually started to pop out. Check this out. Those staples started to pop out because of the wall bowing. It's a little spooky. But see, I'm wondering if it's structural damage right now. Right now I'm wondering if it's structural damage or if it's just from the moisture that's making this bow. And that water just dripped from the ceiling and almost hit me. Alright. Let's get this bird nest out of here. Oof. That's gnarly. surprised no mice moved in. Oh wow. There's a dried up husk. That's gnarly. Pretty gnarly. It stinks too. Alright, those birds made a mess of my wiring in here. I don't know what's going to what anymore. This used to be my 12-volt wiring. That was where my batteries. I used to have like 3 deep cycle batteries under here with an inverter, and then solar panels on the roof. It was a pretty sick camper. Look at that big old bird nest. Don't breathe that in. Whew. Gross. So I wonder what this plug was for. Because this is the 120 volt. Interesting. Look, there's a mud dauber nest. Still something crawling around in it. I might be better off getting as much of this as I can, and then just bringing in a shop vac, getting the rest of it. Whew. All right, well, check this out. We extinguished the bird nest. Look at that hole that needs to be fixed. Goes to outside. That's nuts. But we got rid of the bird's nest. Here's that hole. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to cut out and repanel some of that. Sweet. Well, I think that's pretty good for this video. I mean, didn't get a whole lot done right now, but remember what I said about eating cake. So let me know what you guys think. You want to see more of this kind of stuff or not? Let me know. Hope you guys liked watching this episode. If you want to see more of this kind of content, consider subscribing. I'd really enjoy having you. Thanks for watching.